Hello, my name is Zach Calhoun, and I'm really excited to talk about my topic of Google Tools. It has Google Docs, Google Forms, Google Sheets, presentations, and the Google Drive. It's something that I've personally used for a long time. A pretty long time. Back when I was a grad assistant at UAM, I used it a lot when I was in football, and I'm really excited for the opportunities that it's bringing to our educational world. I think it has a lot of really unique things to it that can be beneficial to the classroom, and something that I didn't get to learn till later in my undergrad degree, and I'm really excited to talk about it with you. So, Google Tools. What are Google Tools? They Google Tools is a big comprehensive package of online applications. I've always known it as Google Docs. I never really referred to it as Google Tools, but Google Docs is a part of Google Tools, just because that can be really used as like Word. Again, it is a huge package of online applications offered by Google. The tools are web-based applications in which the applications can be created, edited, and stored online. Files can be accessed on your computer with internet connection, and has a full web browser. Security. This is one of the biggest things that I talked about whenever I was at UAM as a coach. I was really curious on, man, I'm publishing something online. Is it going to affect who sees it? Like, I didn't know, like, if I posted something, or if I was creating like something private on my Google Doc, or if my kids are doing a paper on something personal about themselves, say it's like a private journal or a private poem that they do, is their information going to be secure? Well, one of the major benefits of Google is, even though the applications are online, the data is secure. Google will keep that data secure because they are not selling it to advertisements. This is huge for our students. It's safe for the school. It just creates a great atmosphere knowing that you can trust Google Docs, and that no one will see those documentations except for who you want to share it with, and just if you want to keep it private. No, you won't see any ads too, because nowadays that everything is ads in these applications. Now, next, the big question: how can it be used in education? One of the big things, I'm going to kind of section it through what is used in Google Tools, just kind of example of what things are. Google Drive is something that students can use to help with their classroom assignments. Google Drive holds like spreadsheets, presentations, Google Word, basically, and everything that can be used as a document or some type of file. The drive is a storage unit. The storage unit actually holds all your files into a cloud, up to 15 gigabytes free, which is a lot of gigabytes. I've used it for, again, many years, and I'm still not even close to the 15 gigabytes, and I use it all the time for resumes and so on and so forth. So your students can do a year's worth of work on there and hold it on that drive, and it'd be fine. You don't have to pay for any extra storage. There's plenty on there. It's easy to access. You literally click it, and there's files. You can create folders within it. Is something that's really good and easy, and can be really done in one day in a classroom if you were to teach it. Again, if you're really working hard on an assignment and forgot to save your work and the power went out, you don't have that issue anymore. With Google Drive, you don't have to worry about losing your hard work. It saves as you go. This feature can also be used offline too. It will save your work into that drive even though it is cloud-based. It is very simple and really awesome for the students. The great thing about Google Drive is the fact that you can store as many files as you can. You have PDFs, audios, spreadsheets, Word docs, videos, and much more. Again, I could save this video onto there if I wasn't using YouTube, and I could share that through an email to my professor. It is really, really useful. Again, I really like that you can use Google Drive to share these your documents with others. You have the ability to collaborate and share with others. So, like, say if I wanted to share with my professor, or my students needing to share with me what they're working on, I can keep up with how they're doing in the assignment. Say if it's a group project, if they're working on this group PowerPoint presentation, I can go along to see if they are understanding the work. I can look at it and go, wow, they're understanding it. Okay, they're on track. So I don't need to really hound them too much on it. Or I can look at it and be like, remember, we're citing an APA format. You can keep up with them, stay involved. Also, it's a great way to get students to collaborate together and solve things together. These students can all work at the same time. So, prime example, when I was a GA, we did a recruiting spreadsheet, and everybody was able to enter data throughout their trips. Say if they're in Mississippi or wherever, it's easy just to use on your phone, not just a computer. You can use all these Google things on your phone or your laptop, iPad, so on and so forth. We were all able to work on it at the same time and really, really help each other out. I could see that somebody was working on something, and it's not really something that's glitchy or anything. If I see there's a mistake, I can always correct it. You don't have to have you have to have permission through whoever created the document, but that is easily able to share, and you can say, well, I want them to edit, or I just want them to view. There's many different things. Again, like it says right here, it allows them to view, download, edit, or even create their own files within. This can help many teachers with assignments on how they're done and how they're turned in. It can help with group projects and class activities. If it's something that they can take home, or a massive essay, or it could be even used for college purposes. If they are trying to practice and they need to send me something about maybe a college application in their essay that they're trying to put in it, I can review it, even leave some notes and some comments, and it can really help them out. These applications allow multiple people to work on the same application at the same time. That is really, really cool. Like I said, we can work as a team. My fiance is actually a nurse. Now she just got done with nursing school, and they just did a massive 20-page paper right before she graduated, and they had multiple people do different sections and have responsibilities, and at the end they all had to do their own citation, and they turned that in as a whole by sharing it with their professor and allowing her access to read the document. Next, the application. There's other applications like Google Forms, Google Classroom. Google Forms allows you to create quizzes and other assessments. These tests can be self-grading and simple through some navigation in its settings. You can create a answer sheet, and it will automatically inquire it and apply it into a formula. And as your kids answer it and finish it, it can actually shoot back a grade as soon as possible. I always view it as one way to help with online classes, or kids that may be going for their GED. Is something that is really, really cool, that it gives teachers easier access to do cooler things like that. Google Classroom is an online application for your classroom. You can publish assignments, create classes, and make announcements and organize digital files. I feel like this could be something like Blackboard, something that might be even easier to access than Blackboard. Something that's more straightforward, and you can create your classes. Something that could be a good thing for your classrooms, especially on computers. This application is also free, like many others. That is another cool thing. It's free, so why not use it? You can communicate with your students through email without even leaving the app. That's even great, even better. I mean, there's multiple little apps off to the side where it says Gmail, Google Drive, Google Doc. I mean, it has a panel over in the top right that helps you access all these things. You can communicate with one student or even multiple through this communication system. All right, so my conclusion on all this. Google Tools is the way of the future with our classrooms. I think we implement it more and more every single day. in our classrooms. Technology is being huge and become huge. I can't tell you how many classrooms, even in college level, that use iPads or something, or have a learning lab. These tools can be options for online classes or even virtual classrooms in our districts. Your work is always safe and saved. So no more excuses. It's more efficient. You're going to have kids that are going to have access to turn that in a lot easier. It's easier to navigate. These are also things that teachers can keep up with their students better. You can hold them accountable to see, like, maybe did I teach this lesson right? Are they grasping everything that I'm saying? Multiple people can work on the same things within the application. That is always good because, again, in the work world, you're going to have to work with people, and so it creates a beneficial conflict, I guess you could say, with them being able to communicate with one another and go through ups and downs. There are easy methods of sharing information in your drive. Again, it's as simple as clicking share and typing in a student or a teacher's email. They send it. They can say, I want them to edit it, view it, and or anything else like that. So it's really cool application. I enjoy it. These are the two websites I used. Again, the top 14 Google tools for teachers to engage students with. Great website, was very detailed about each and every single application that was in it. Also, what is Google Docs? Again, like I said, I knew it as Google Docs more than I did Google Tools, but I find them kind of similar because Google Docs contains all that information too. I think it's kind of a two-word basis, but it was really cool. I enjoyed reading both these websites. I think they were very informative and can be something that these students can use, or our students in our class can use for us. Now, like I said, I've used it a ton. Loved every bit of it. I really think that is something I'm going to use personally because, again, with projects, getting kids interactive, it's something that I use in work every day. And I'm a director of strength and conditioning at a sports training facility, working on getting into the coaching world, also teaching, obviously. And it's something that I've used Google Doc a ton with my clients. Also, my interns that come in and study strength and conditioning underneath me, they have used these Google Docs. I've told them to use it ever since I got out of college. I was like, you'll use it in the real world more times than not. Again, why not prepare our students to get used to the real world? Technology is huge. Why not save your information? Make it simple. I just feel like it's an easier way to do things rather than just simple PowerPoint or simple Word or simple Excel. Everything's simplified, smaller, again, easy to access, easy to use on your phone, easy to use on an iPad, something that we can use on a daily basis, preparing for jobs, preparing for school, making it easier to access for things, because that's all we want is easier access to a lot of things. Being able to spread information faster and more efficiently. It just prepares us for better things. So again, that is my presentation on Google Docs. I really appreciate it. Again, use it. Use it. Okay. All right. Bye.